Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Unforgivable here, and I want to talk about how I suck ass at Call of Duty. How I'm really bad at Call of Duty, and I still manage a 3.0 KDR without even trying. And this video is all going to be about stacking the odds in your favor, and it's going to be kind of a basic video, but basic tips, the little things, is what gets you to a 3.0 KDR without really even trying. So first off, I have to explain that if you put me into a room, a lobby, a Call of Duty lobby, against a bunch of other Call of Duty players that didn't have any experience, and you took away my experience, my knowledge of the game, and you just put our natural gaming gaming skills, whatever, against each other, and we went head to head, I would lose, I bet, almost every time. I'm not a great Call of Duty player by any means, and the only way I do good is I stack the odds in my favor. And today I'm going to tell you how to do that. And one of the things is experience. Because I'm going to tell you this right now before the video gets underway, is that every Call of Duty player plays different, because every human being is different. Some people are just naturally more aggressive than other people. So in Call of Duty, most of the time, they're just going to be really aggressive. They're going to rush. Some other people are more passive. They're just going to camp. Every player is different naturally. So every tip that anybody can give you could be not the tip for you. It could be harmful actually to you, because that's not who you are as a player. So you need to play a lot of Call of Duty to figure out your weak traits, your strong traits, and play to those. If you're bad at rushing, then play a more passive game and improve on rushing. That's just the way it is. And another thing is that I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2. Put a couple hours in that game because it was fun. And then Call of Duty 4 came out, and my life was over for a while because I put like over 31 days into that game. To be fair though, I played it for 4 years, I think, or 3 years, because I didn't play World at War at all. But that's still a lot of time, and all the knowledge that I picked up from that game, from my experience, is just everything to me now, because the people I played back in Call of Duty 4, even people I played in Call of Duty 2, are the same exact people that I'm playing now. They might not actually be the same person, but they still make the same mistakes. They still are just as predictable. So if you figure out how to beat the average Call of Duty player in a Call of Duty game, you can apply that knowledge to any Call of Duty game from there on out. I personally beat everybody in Call of Duty 4 basically that I went up against, and I stopped playing Call of Duty for like 2 or 3 years when Modern Warfare 2 came out, and not until Black Ops 2 I started playing the game again. And it's like riding a bike. I remembered how to do everything. I thought it was going to be difficult to come back and try to, be good, but it wasn't. The experience is invaluable. I'm gonna get off the experience because I don't want to talk about the entire video, because I could make a whole video just about how being experienced is just the best tip that anybody can give you, the best thing that you can do to improve your game. I'm gonna give you some quicker tips that'll help you just be better off the bat. One is very simple: buy a headset. It doesn't have to be Astros. It doesn't have to be a 7.1 surround sound headset or Trident's, anything, or Turtle Beaches, anything like that. It doesn't have to be a 5.1 surround sound. I mean, the higher surround usually the better, but for me, I use a 2.1. I also use a 5.1, but I use a 2.1, and I actually play better with my 2.1 than I do with my 5.1. I don't know if it's because my ears take in the sound differently and my brain just is better with 2.1. I have no idea, but I play better with a 2.1. So you can get those really cheap, especially from Turtle Beach. They're like the cheap headset makers of the world. I mean, they do have high-end headsets, but they do have some seriously cheap headsets that you can use. So if you guys want to use one of those, you just go buy it. If you can afford it. If you can't, then put on the perk that's going to destroy anyone that has a headset, and that is Dead Silence or Ninja, whatever game you're using, the one that makes you silent. That is going to pretty much destroy anybody that's using a headset. It's going to take away their $50 or plus advantage that they had on you. And that's one of the best tips that anybody can give you. Even if you don't have a headset, Ninja is just invaluable. It's almost as good as being experienced at Call of Duty, because you take away someone's cheap sound whoring abilities almost entirely, and it's really, really great. Another thing is just know your game. If you're playing Call of Duty 4 still, I don't know why you would, or Modern Warfare 2, or even if you're playing Ghosts, know that game, or any Call of Duty, because the games, let's be honest, they don't change that much. Call of Duty 4 is kind of, like I said, the same thing that it is, or has been since for forever. So if you know one game, if you know Call of Duty 4, then you're gonna be fine at Modern Warfare 3, you know, any Call of Duty game, because they're just kind of the same. Nothing really changes between them. I mean, the perk names get changed, but it's the basic same game, and there's nothing super innovative about them that's gonna change the the way they play. The best way you can do this is just look up some video tips by certain people. Drifter on YouTube is one of the greatest people for this. There's just tons of them. So just look up those people. I know you're already looking at videos, so you probably know what I'm talking about, but just look up those videos, know your game, know the guns in the game, know the perks in the game. Speaking of guns and perks, use the right guns for the right situation. Don't go rushing around with a sniper trying to quickscope everybody, especially in Call of Duty Ghosts, because it's really slow to try to quickscope people. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but yeah, I'm just telling you that you're probably not going to end up with the most beastly game every time you play. I mean, a couple times you might do it, but not every single game you're going to be able to do it. And know the perks. Know perks. Look at what your faults are in your game, like where you're bad in your game. If you lose gunfights, throw on quick draw. You have a slow reaction time, throw on quick draw, because it's going to even out the playing field. It's going to bring your gun up faster, so you can shoot people. Just little things like that. Using the proper perks where they need to be used is probably one of the biggest things that I see people doing wrong. They just have just straight up awful perks on, and I really don't understand it. Use the right guns. If you're going to use an assault rifle, you probably use the AK, Honey Badger, or Remington. They're the best assault rifles in Call of Duty Ghosts. If you're going to use a sub, use the TAR. It's absolutely hands down probably the best sub. And a sniper, it just depends on your sniping. If you're a hardscoper kind of camper person, then I would use the Lynx or the Maverick. If you're more of a quickscoper, then they use the USR. It's the only one to use. And just know your guns, know which ones that you do, and just stuff like that. And just enjoy the game. Do not take the game super serious. Don't make it end all of your life. The game is a game at the end of the day, and no matter how good you are or how bad you are, it's not going to affect normally the rest of your life. So just enjoy the game, because when you play Call of Duty stressed, one thing that's going to happen is that it's just not going to be fun. And if you're not having fun when you're playing Call of Duty, you're normally not going to do well, because it's hard to enjoy yourself and go positive in Call of Duty. At least for me. That's just for me. That's what it is. And it's just small things like that. It's all about the little things, trust me, when it comes to Call of Duty, that make you better as a player. And I'm going to tell you again, the biggest tip is experience. It is invaluable when it comes to Call of Duty. Just play the game, pay attention to what your faults are, what your losses are, and what you're good at, and build off that, because that is honestly the best thing that you can possibly do for your game, is to know your game, and that way you can mold yourself after that. And just so you can look at the video right now, I went 27-0, and my team only won by 1 point, and I'm amazed how bad some people are at Call of Duty, and that's probably because they're not using these tips. They're not using headsets or paying attention to how they play the game, and it's just that's like being up 27-0 at the beginning of the game and still losing. I can't imagine anybody being up at 27 and be like, oh, we don't got this. So guys, just leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to, leave any tips for other people in the comments, and yeah, thanks for watching.